So we're just looking, there's going to be a battle from the kings of the earth when Yahusha appears.
Yeah.
Now, if you look at communism, you look at China, Russia, all countries that don't agree with Yahusha being Elohim,
Yeah.
all those Christians, what are they going to say when they see Yahusha coming?
Well, they'll be crying out for Jesus, probably.
They'll think it's Jesus coming.
That's right.
Yeah.
So it's going to be the wrong name, isn't it?
Yeah.
The wise and the foolish.
Yeah.
If you look at all those countries that are against, like I was saying to Victoria, there's a chap in Africa, in Nigeria, I think, he's invented a new car that goes by the radio waves, remember? And he's been poisoned, and his mate was poisoned and died. And because of what a breakthrough it is, his life's been threatened untold, and the government is protecting him.
Because it
So-
would ruin the world economy if that
Yeah.
came out.
Yeah. So they want to destroy that guy and his ideas because of their electric cars and whatnot. So all those countries that don't like Christianity, when they see Yahusha come in the sky, even though it's dark and all the elements have fallen out, there's no sun, moon or stars anymore. What do you think those people that have nuclear weapons and all sorts of jet fighters and stuff will do when they see Yahusha appear, because he's going to take away what from them?
Their power. So they'll try and use all of their power.
Well, it says in there that the kings of the earth are going to try and kill him. So what sort of things are going to go on?
Yeah.
The nuclear warheads and everything. They're going to try and use everything against him that they can.
Yeah. So when is
As
this going to
he's
happen?
coming.
Yeah. And where?
I never thought they'd have time to retaliate or do anything. I always thought
Same.
the logistics of it all, I never ever considered that this sort of thing happened.
Well, seeing him come, is that going to stop them from wanting to kill him?
No, they've got,
No.
they've got a day,
No.
they've got time, they've got... Yeah.
If you think about it, they already have all the capabilities right now, and they're all ready to go. China has them, Russia has them, every communist country has that
Iran's
capability immediately.
Yeah.
And they're sitting there ready to go. It's just a flick of a button, press of a switch, and they're off. So they're ready. They're ready for his coming already.
They're ready to blast anything out of the sky that they're afraid of.
Exactly.
You know
And
that.
they'll be really afraid of that because they won't know what.
They're ready for comets, they're ready for aliens, they're ready for anything.
That's it.
All the signs and prophecies being fulfilled now are showing that it's a very short time before he does appear. Here we are, a little bride, preparing ourselves, getting rid of the spirit in our flesh so we'll be accepted by him. But when you look at all that atomic warfare coming towards Yahusha,
Yeah.
I mean, he created the earth, didn't he?
Yeah.
So he can just,
Yeah.
like, that's gone,
Yeah.
stop.
Yeah.
So when do you think that battle will be? Got a couple of years left.
I believe it's at his coming.
Yeah, I agree. What do you guys think?
It's one thing for if the text says, even though 1,000 years just means perpetual time, it's one thing for him to leave the dragon for 1,000 years and then release him at a certain point. It's another thing for the nations to come after him after 1,000 years or anything, because they won't exist.
And why won't they exist?
Because his presence, no flesh can survive in his presence.
After they deal with the, after he deals with the warheads coming at him and all that, what's he going to do?
He's going to completely annihilate this whole
Destroy it.
dimension. Bring his kingdom in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then he's going to bring the new heaven and the new earth, and he's going to be there. Right, and then we look at what they're saying, that there's going to be people there that need to be taught.
No, that's ridiculous.
Why?
Because everyone's going to be destroyed.
Yeah.
The same people who quote those scriptures say that mankind will be as scarce as the gold of Ophir. Well, that was impossible to find. So in other words, it means it's impossible. There's no one left. You know, there won't be anybody.
Well, there won't be anyone left at all
No.
to teach.
Even if they're 1,000 kilometres underground, the reapers will go in, and the angels, the messengers, they'll just... The whole
Reap
dimension, it will frackle up anyway. The whole earth.
The only ones that will be left, it says here, are called his chosen and faithful.
Yeah.
They, therefore, already know him, therefore, would not need to be taught.
No.
But going back to the prophecy they interpret it in the 1,000 years, and I'll look at it, he's dealt with everyone in the ages since the creation. They're either in one place or the other waiting. Yeah? So why up there in the millennial reign would he want to have any of those people that have still got sin in them? Like Lou White says, he'll be teaching all those sinners about the word. He doesn't even face Yahusha is Elohim, so how's he going to teach them?
Well, he fails to understand the difference between the first and second resurrection.
Yeah.
The second resurrection is only for destruction.
Well, yeah. So all those people that are going to be at the end of the 1,000 years are risen for judgment and destruction, aren't they?
Yeah.
So there's not going to be only he's called and faithful, they're going to be left. So does that debunk their prophecy at the end of the millennium, and then they're all going to rage against Yahusha and try and kill him? Why would they twist it around to deceive people?
They don't
like
have the
this?
spirit.
They haven't got the right.
Yeah, it's all easy, but
Understanding.
it's wickedness, isn't it? It's twisting the scripture like this.
Yeah.
And it causes so much more fear, and that's a lot of what the adversary does, is fear. Putting people in fear.
It's horrible, isn't it? Just horrible that people are treated like this and don't know the truth. And of course, us putting this video out is going to infuriate all those other religious hocus pocus people, isn't it?
Well, they have an opinion of the Creator and that he's all loving and he's all forgiveness and he couldn't possibly destroy everybody. Surely there's a second chance. Otherwise, nobody will survive, because no one can be perfect. But as we're discovering, we can become perfected. We
Mature.
can. Mature.
Yeah.
We can. Which means if we can, others can. And there will be a small bride that is mature, perfected, which means it's not all doom and gloom.
It's wonderful.
There doesn't have to be a second chance, because he's got the ones he wants,
Yeah.
those who take him seriously. But they don't want to go that far and overcome that far, and so they just change the doctrine to suit themselves.
What do you mean by overcoming? They don't want to go that far. Overcome what? Go that far what?
They don't even face that he's Elohim. They don't even face there's a vein, a spirit baptism, fire baptism. Certainly don't accept that. And of course, the point is deliverance. They just think you dunk yourself in water and you're delivered. What about the spirit in your flesh? The corrupt seed that he just controls everybody. And now he controls them through the name of the Father. Oh, we're Yahuah. Yeah, we're still Satan's pumping Yahuah.
So you're saying there's a back door,
Yeah.
a way out for everyone, where they can be delivered and healed and refreshed, complete, feeling his love on this earth before he comes.
Yeah.
I think you have to achieve that, don't you?
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. I think people don't understand that Satan is so cunning and crafty that if you create a movement and you finally find the name of the creator and his name is Yahuah and you think you're safe, Satan can come into that movement and stop you from moving on to maybe the next movement and the next one and the next one. Even if you know the name Yahusha, Satan can come into that movement too and stop you.
Well, he's in them all.
Yeah. Yeah.
You look at the Jews, they don't worship Yahuah. No. They don't say Yahuah, they say God. God is any deity. God is associated with Christianity because they call him God. So you have the Jews worshipping the Father. You have Christianity worshipping the Father, who is Yahuah, who left that position and became Yahusha. He doesn't want that worship. And they're all doing the worship of the Father, of the God, of Yahuah. And that's not what he wants.
No.
He wants us to realise he became Yahusha, the Lamb, and that's who we're worshipping.
Absolutely. Yeah. It's interesting trying to put it into perspective, isn't it?
Well, we can. I think we
Armageddon.
have. I think we have. All the Battle of Armageddon comes when he comes, when he returns. There's going to be a battle, but you can't touch him.
No.
Because he created everything. He's got all the power.
Yeah.
So he'll just destroy that, destroy the world, as you said, destroy this dimension, and then bring in the new heaven and the new earth. So when you look after that, Satan's dealt with, he's in the pit for 1,000 years, and the second resurrection is judgment. All those that lived against him, like Trump, he's getting all the people that were against him, and he's showing them up legally. So he's doing it the right way and revealing what they've done to the American people. So that's going on, but Yahusha is going to do that to all those that didn't live for him. They all had a chance in life. So putting that scripture to say that there's going to be an Armageddon battle at the end of the 1,000 years, it doesn't make sense to what scripture says.
No.
They're taking a prophecy out and putting it at the end of time rather than when Yahushua appears.
Yeah.
Well, do you think those countries, when they see him come, are going to want to allow that to be true?
No.
No.
They wanted to destroy him the first time, the Jews. So when he comes again, are they just going to sit back and let him destroy them all? Or are they going to fight?
No, they're
Well, the scripture says there's a battle, doesn't it?
Yeah.
They're going to do exactly what they were doing before.
Yeah. So it breaks things down
Yeah.
to make everything, there's a way out, there's a way out. I need to be delivered from what's in me so I'm cleansed and so I can behave how Yahushua wants me to. Otherwise I can't get there in religion. I can't get free.
No.
There's no deliverance.
We
Plus on top
see-
of that, he said that no one will make it through unless he comes earlier. No one will make it through the vein if he doesn't come earlier.
Yeah.
So what does that make you think of?
that it's going to be earlier than that.
Think of your,
Myself.
where do you stand
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
in this? You look at your life, what you do, what you think, what's going on in your personal life, and knowing this is coming. It's all written. It's all the prophecies have been proven up to so far. You know, the 3.5 years, the last 3.5 years has started. We don't know when, but it started, and we know it's got to be shortened because he's going to come. There won't be anyone left. And you can see why there won't be anyone left, can't you?
Yeah.
You know, you can see it.
Yeah.
You can see how quick the world is changing.
So how are we going to change the world? We don't have to, do we?
No.
We just do this, and whoever's going to respond to Yahusha can get through.
Yeah.
There's lots of information on our website, so people can see, I can do that, I can reach that, I can make that, I can get there. Do I want to get there, or do I want the world? Isn't that the choice?
Yep.
You know?
Yeah.